What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. Today is a quick little update on my contest prep and how it's going. As you guys can see, the beard is back because I just get tired of shaving. And we are 11 weeks out. So we were 11 weeks out 2 days ago. So I started this at probably about 19 weeks out where I start. Damn it, can't get these freaking camera angles right. So I started this at 19 weeks out. What I do is I start cleaning up some of the foods that I'm eating. So, off season, I probably eat 6 to 7 junk meals per week. It's pretty much like a junk meal a day. And what I do is I start cutting back at those 19 weeks out. And I'm definitely not as good as I should be with my cardio in the off season. I'll be the first one to admit that I get lazy, I get sidetracked, I don't feel like doing it, so I don't do it. So my cardio is sporadic in the off season. So now what happens is, as I start cleaning up the cheat meals, junk meals, whatever you want to call them, then I start adding a little bit of cardio to the program. And it's important not to jump right in and start everything all at once. Now, when you do that, your body goes into a type of shock. So what happens is your metabolism adjusts really quickly. And if you're coming from an off season where you're eating a lot of junk and you're all of a sudden not eating junk and you throw in a bunch of cardio, your body can't just burn that much fat to make up for that much deficit that is missing out of your body. So essentially what it does is it starts shutting things down and causing these signals of massive hunger, and your body flattens out. So now you appear to be getting smaller but not any leaner, and you're hungry all the time and you can't even do anything except think about food. This means you've jumped too fast, too far, and you're gonna fail. This is how it is. So I found that instead of saying, okay, 10 weeks out I'm gonna jump into my diet and do everything above, I start to break it in on little phases along the way until about 10 weeks out, and then I'm full swing directly, into my contest prep and revving, and I got my cardio in, my cheat meals out, stuff like that. So I weighed in at 221.8, which, if you guys remember, I started about, I think it fluctuated between 235 and 240 this off season, which is, heavier than I wanted to get, but I can deal with it because I've dropped up to 60 pounds, 65 pounds in 12 weeks before to make weight, so it's not a big deal. I know I can make the weight and get the weight off. But the idea is to stay leaner in the off season so that hopefully I can bring a better package but harder in areas where I wasn't last year. So this year my focus is to be fuller, not to come in any heavier on the scale. So right around 196 to 198, but be tighter in my lower back, which is always a problem area. Be tighter with my glute hamstring tie-in, which is always a problem area. But make sure that I'm full at the same time, because if I try to make those areas tight and I'm not full, my physique just looks like shit. So I need to have that fullness, but be tight in those areas. So that's the focus now, and in 11 weeks out we're going just about 20 minutes of cardio a day, which is not a whole lot, but it's enough because I wasn't doing any. So, and for me, cutting carbs is not a huge thing, but I do it. So like I can cut 5 grams of carbs out per meal, and my body will change really fast. 3 or 4 pounds of body fat will come off like this. So it's just a matter of watching my physique day to day, week to week. I use the scale, so I'll see where my weight's fluctuating, and I'll also use the mirror. I don't use calipers, and I'll sit there and say, what's my body fat percent? Because bottom line is, the judges are not going to get on stage and get up there with a pair of calipers and start testing your body fat. They don't give a shit what your body fat test's at. All they care about is what you look like. So as long as you are watching what you look like and you're trying to bring a certain look on stage, the closer you get to that look, the closer you are to being ready. So, but it's also always good to have an extra pair of eyes. So I have a couple other people that'll take a look at me and say, you need this, you need that, you're there, you're not there, you need to do this, whatever the case may be, just in case I'm not seeing things objectively, because when you're emotionally attached in your own prep, it is very hard to see those things, objectively, and to make the right choices. So 11 weeks out, we're 10 weeks and 5 days now. So it's time's ticking. I'm feeling tired already a little bit. Not too bad, but I'm a little bit tired, and it's starting to put a little bit of stress on me because now I have other competitors and other shows that are coming up, competitors that are in the same show that I'm doing. So now I'm doing my diet stuff, but I'm also working with Phil still. But I'm trying to train, get them prepped, and make the decisions for them on what to do at the same time, which is normally an easy thing for me to do. But when I'm in contest prep and feeling depleted, my brain doesn't work right sometimes. So I got to kind of sit down and focus and readjust to make sure that I'm making these right decisions, which, just takes that little bit of time for me to say, all right, let's put my stuff aside. Okay, what do we got to get done? So, biostraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. www.biologytraining.com is a blog. As you guys can see, I'm all sweaty from just 20 minutes of cardio. And we're out.